Tonight, the arguments are over, and the case that could bring same-sex marriage to all 50 states is now in the hands of the 9 justices on the U.S. Supreme Court. Our justice correspondent Pete Williams was in the courtroom today. Pete set the scene for us.
Lester, good evening. The court is on the verge of a watershed ruling, but it isn't obvious how it will rule. Even so, the justice who has written the court's 3 pro-gay rulings in the past may be about to do it again.
Outside the court, boisterous crowds on both sides of the issue, one that's deeply personal to people like Thomas Kostura. He decided to get married 4 years ago in New York to Army Sergeant Ipa Deku, about to deploy to Afghanistan. When the Army ordered them to move, Tennessee refused to consider them married.
Being in the military, you really can't say, I don't want to go there.
When 2 people love each other, they make commitments to each other, and those commitments should be respected and should travel from state to state.
36 states now permit gay couples to marry, but states that imposed bans say it should be up to the people, not the federal courts. And the Supreme Court's conservatives today seem to agree.
The issue, of course, is not whether there should be same-sex marriage, but who should decide the point.
People feel very differently about something if they have a chance to vote on it than if it's imposed on them by the courts.
And states that ban gay marriage say keeping the traditional definition encourages opposite-sex couples to get married and have children. But the court's liberals didn't think much of that.
You're not taking away anything from heterosexual couples. They would have the very same incentive to marry, all the benefits that come with marriage, that they do now.
It's hard to see how permitting same-sex marriage discourages people from being bonded with their biological children.
The court seems split 4-4, with Justice Anthony Kennedy likely the deciding vote. And though he said the traditional definition has been around for millennia, he also said allowing gay couples to marry gives them respect.
Same-sex couples say, of course we understand the nobility and the sacredness of marriage. And we know we can't procreate, but we want the other attributes of it in order to show that we too have a dignity that can be fulfilled.
The argument was briefly interrupted by the shouts of an opponent of same-sex marriage as court police rushed in to hustle him out.
Justice Kennedy came back to that dignity point a couple of times, suggesting there's a bare 5-4 majority in favor of same-sex marriage. No sign of a 6th vote, with the Chief Justice joining. That was something many people were wondering about. But, of course, we won't know the answer to any of this until the court's decision comes out in late June. Lester?
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.